So Sonia know me because we were in the last immersion. My name is Apenas. I'm 39 years old. I live in Salvador, but I'm from Pernambuco. I live here since 2021. I don't have kids, but I have a little dog, a dachshund, uma salsichinha. Its name is Lika. I'm going to get married in October. In October. So I'm so anxious and nervous about this. I am air traffic controller. In my free time, I like to run. I am a marathonist, so I like to run long distance. I like spend my time with my friend. I like talk too much. I am Gemini, so I like to make a relationship and make friends. That's it.
Hey, thank you. It's really nice to know you. I feel a little bit jealous of you running marathons because I always wanted to do that, but I think that I don't have what it takes to have the consistency of doing that.
Yeah, you need to run at least 3 or 4 times during the week. Don't have secrets, just constancia, and you can.
Yeah, congratulations. I think that is a hard work. And you, Sonia? I think you are muted.
No, I'm Sonia. Hello. I am from Paraguay. I live in Asunción, Paraguay. I speak Espanol and Guarani. In Paraguay, we have 2 official languages, Spanish and Guarani. Guarani is a native language. It's very, very hard to learn for the other people. We learn just listening. Now children study in school, but I never studied. I just learn listening. I'm a psychologist. My husband is from Brazil, but he lives here many years ago. He's a psychologist too. We don't have kids. We had 2 pets. They are our kids, 2 beagles, Polo and Flash. And in my free time, I like to watching series, going to the gym, do some physical activity, but I don't have the constant and discipline that Apoena has. He is an example. She is an example. She's an influencer on Instagram. She has a lot of followers. I am her follower now. And I like spend my time here in TALKNTALK. I perceive I improve my fluency in English, and I very proud of it, and I like it very much. The other night we watched with my husband the movie The Whale, who won the Oscar. and I didn't like the movie, but I liked a lot. I could understand most of the movie. It was very good for me, very motivation for me. That's me.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sonia. For me, it's really good to see you here again. I always feel happy when you are here in my immersion, so thank you. And about Guarani, I didn't know that Paraguay has two native languages. That's good. You learned that like when you were a kid or in school or something like this?
I learned just listening and talking. Now, children in school, they teach Guarani, but the Guarani that teach in the school, it's not the same that we speak every day. So it's boring for the children because they can use the language to talk.
Yeah, but that's nice. I didn't know that. Yeah, we are always learning here. So that's good. Thank you. And you, Krislani. It's so nice to see your face. I think that you were in my immersion last week, but I didn't know your face.
Oh, hello, girls. I am Krislani, 23. I live in Calcaia, Ceará. I am a computer science student, and now I do internship as data engineer because I really like study about data. In my free time, I like spend my time watch movies with alone or with my boyfriend. I like practice exercise, paint watercolors, study English. So difficult, but I try. That's it. I really like read the fiction books now, my hobby in this moment. That's it about me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I also love reading books. I don't know about you, but for me sometimes it's really good to not to live other people's life, but knowing other persons in just reading books and other people's lives, just reading books. I love that possibility. Yeah.
Lani, did you said Ita?
No.
But you know about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't add it. No.
Okay.
Okay, so I am Lara. I will be the hostess of this meeting today. I am 23. I live in São Paulo. I have two cats, Jorge and Rogerinho. I consider they're my kids too, as Sonia. I always say that in versions. Well, I work with IT. I am a developer and work with data too. I am graduated in marketing, and in my free time, I like to watch TV series and to go out, eat something new or things like that. Now I am obsessed with a TV show that is called Sex and the City. Like I am obsessed with that. I want to watch the series, the movies, and the new series. I am waiting a free time just to watch that. I really love. It's really cool. So, okay, let's start with the questions, finally. Sorry, we had some issues in the beginning, but now we can start. So question number 1, what does work-life balance mean to you, Sonia?
Balance between work and personal life is some kind of respect or time in work, at work, and respect our time with our family or with our personal life if we live alone, have a balance. Don't be workaholic. Don't be spend a lot of time in the office or working, or if you work in house, spend your time working until the night. It's kind of respect the time for everything that our life. It's kind of that.
Yeah, I like that. Respecting the time for everything. It's a good
Yes.
one. What do you think, Apoena?
I agree with Sonia. I think it's when you can organize your hour during the day, and it's difficult to balance it sometimes, depend the job, depend the work. But if you can organize, I think you have hours to work and hours to live.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that for me is when your job is just a part of your life. Your work is just a part of your life, and without that, we still have some life to live. What do you think, Crislane?
I agree with you, girls. I think about it when you can to do things that you like, or read a books, watch movies, in your routine, and através disso you can work in well-being, with your well-being. This way you can balance this both lives, professional or personal. So difficult. In my case, I do internship in my home. I working in my bedroom. I sleeping too here. It's so difficult. But trying to do it, have a priority in your routine, in your this week, you can balance it in both lives.
Yeah, I agree. I feel sometimes that if we are working from home, is hard to separate the place that we are working and the place that we live. So I think that we spend a lot of time in just one room in our house. So we sleep at the same time at the same place that we work, or things like that. Or sometimes we eat at the same place that we work. So sometimes it's really hard. Okay, so question number 2, how do you balance your work and personal life effectively, Crislane?
Oh my God. I don't want to start, but because it's so difficult, I said, but nowadays I try establish a priority on my day. Oh, I can practically exercise. Sometimes my first task on my day, I'm going to in the morning. I need learning. I need read a books. I try tirar 10 minutes to read a books on my day in my day. I do. I also sorry. I try não passar do horário. How can I, como a Sonia disse, respect your time. That's it.
Yeah, I feel you. I understand you, and it's really important when you take moments of your day to do something that is not related to work, because you can disconnect of your work. It's really important. It's a good strategy. What do you think, Apoena?
agree with you. In my case, I think that you write on a paper, your routine. And in my case, I work at 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. So these hours I work, and before and after I take the hours for me. For example, I wake up for 4:30 a.m. and I take 30 minutes to me. I think in my life, I like to write something, and then I put my sneakers, my clothes, and I go out to run. And after work, sometimes 5 p.m. or 6 or 7 p.m., I'm here in TALK. So I think it stay more easy when you put your routine on the paper.
Yeah, I totally agree. When you know what you should do, right? Because I have also this feeling that in my work it's easy to plan things and know what I should do next. So sometimes if you don't have what to do, you are just keep working and working and working. Yeah. But I also like this of waking up earlier to do things for yourself and then starting working. I don't do like 4 a.m., but maybe 7 a.m., 8 a.m. It's what I can do for me. And you, Sonia?
I agree with Apoena. It's easier when you write a routine and respect it. When you live alone, I think it's easier. But when you live, in my case, I live with my husband, and we have different times of work. And he is in the other room right now, working in the meeting for Zoom too, and I am studying, and we most of the time today we turn off our computer at 7. When I finish the class, I turn off my computer, and my time is with him. We take a shower, we talking about our day, and we have a dinner, and separate work of personal life. I have a sentence that I consider it important. I want to live to work. I don't want to work to live. Trabalhar para viver, não viver para trabalhar. Don't be workaholic. I used to be workaholic, and it makes me bad in my health, physical and mental, and I stopped it. I changed my habits, and now I am more organized. I respect my time because my work is very hard. I work with victims and survivors of domestic violence, and it's a hard work, and I need respect my time and spend time without thinking about troubles and about problems. I need some distress for me.
Yeah, I have a sister that is a psychologist, and she always say like the I would say therapists because it's easy to expel that, but the therapists always need to separate his life from the client's life, because I think that is easier to do that. Sometimes you are listening to a friend and we want to solve their problems and to live their lives to them. And I think that dealing with other human beings, it's hard, like with the problems of other human beings. We always need to separate that. And you said about spending time with your husband, your free time, it's really good. I think that it's easier when you are sharing your life, because if you are spending a lot of time alone in your house, I live alone, and sometimes I just need to go out and talk with some neighborhoods to talk with someone that is not my colleagues. So it's really important to have that, to see other people's during our day. Yeah. For me, I do what you all said. I have my routine, right? And for years, I worked a lot, and I was working more. I was thinking that my work was my life, and I was just like doing my work all the time. Now I can balance this. So 6 p.m., I just close my notebook and stop working. But now I am trying to find hobbies, because I am having a lot of free time. Like I stop working and I think, okay, what I should do now? Because I don't have anything to do. So I am trying to find hobbies for me. Yeah. So I think that is important. And I also think that is easier when you have a company that allows that understand that the employee should have a life more than just working, for sure. Question number 3. How can we set boundaries regarding time off? Apoena, what do you think?
Explain this question, because there are a lot of words that I know, like boundaries, regarding.
Yeah, boundaries is limites.
Ok. É tipo, como você pode estabelecer limites, é isso? Para o day off, né?
Isso.
I don't know. I think that I said you have to put your routine on the paper and turn off the cell phone when you go out the work, because in the past there isn't internet, and now we have. So it's complicated, because your boss or your colegas de trabalho sometimes pass a message for you. So my tip is turn off the cell phone.
Yeah, for sure. This is good. I think that we always have the apps of the company in our cell phones, and sometimes we receive a message and we start getting anxious, but it's not that deep, but we do that for work. We gave this importance, right, for messages from work.
Yes, if you don't need turn off, in my case, it's complicated. Turn off my cell phone. I stay from me, and I'm going to do other things.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. What do you think, Sonia?
It's the 3, no, question number 3.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I think for me it's easier because my work is independent. I'm an independent worker, and so I organize my time, patients, or for clients. And as we are very disciplined, respect the time to start a meeting or a session of therapy, and I respect the time to finish the meeting or the session of therapy. This is my
Okay, I think that Sonia The connection of Sonia went off. Yeah, let's wait. You can answer this one, Krislani, while I think that she's going back.
3 questions. Yeah?
The question number 3.
Okay. For me, don't think too much about problems in your job. Don't think too much about the problems when you are in the free time, because sometimes when I stop to do my tasks, I stay offline, just offline on the platforms, for example, Teams, Slack. I just offline, and I searching about things that I do, things that I like, and how a poema said, and Sonia too, writing the tasks on the schedule and respect your time, and yeah, spend your time with spend your time doing things that you like.
Yeah, I totally agree. Those things are really important. Sonia, are you back? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my connection is not good.
No worries. Do you want to keep answer the question number 3? You are saying about being an independent professional. That is easier
Yes.
to set boundaries.
I would say it's easier because I am independent professional, and I schedule my own meetings and session of therapy, and I try to respect the start and the finish of the meeting and of the therapy sessions. This is my strategy to organize my time, and I am very disciplined, and I respect a lot the time, and it helps me to administrate to manage my time very good.
Yeah, that's really good. I think that if it was with me, I will not be so disciplined, because I don't know, I am not so good at those things. And I know some people also that work it for themselves, and they just work it a lot, like the whole day without stopping. So it's really good to have this possibility and be able to understand the importance of your time for yourself. That's a good skill to have, for sure.
Yes.
So the question number 4, what strategies can we use to negotiate time and deadlines? Here we can talk about work, or if you have other area of your life that you want to talk about it. Sometimes we need to negotiate time and deadlines also with our family and friends. So what do you think about this one, Sonia?
What's the deadline?
Deadline is when you have a date to accomplish, like you have a deliver date to deliver something. You have a date to deliver something. It's a deadline. The last date that you can deliver something. I was able to explain it well. I don't know. I don't know if it is. I don't, because I don't know the translation of this also. When you have something, you need to deliver a project, for example, and you have a date that you should deliver, that is a deadline. Or someone say, I need this in 3 days. Do you get that?
Yes. I think if you work in a company, you can negotiate with your team or with your boss deadlines. Just talking. If I need a project, finish a project for that date, you will can to finish that or not. Negotiate between the both of the of parts. It's important. It's important that lane is establecer. I don't know establecer deadlines because if you have a deadline and you organize your time to develop the project or the work or everywhere, whatever, and respect it. But I think always is good to have a plan B.
Yeah, it's good what you said about the importance of defining the deadlines, because I was thinking about deadlines as the bad guy. Like, it's always tiny and you need to deliver it fast. But it's also it's important to establish like possible deadlines, because I was the person that, oh, can you deliver this complex project? I was, okay, I would do that until tomorrow. And it was impossible to deliver something until tomorrow, but I tried. And it was something that unmotivated me, like made me feel bad because I was not able to deliver something that was impossible to deliver. So yeah, we need to define those deadlines and understand our time to define it in the best way possible. What do you think, Apoena?
I agree with you. In my case, my job, it's so complicated because I think it's everything it's for yesterday. My deadlines are pequenos, né? São prazos difíceis, hard para cumprir, são prazos difíceis de cumprir. And when I can't to deliver the project, I talk with my boss and I ask more time. Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes not much. But I think Lara, I agree with Lara said about respect your time, because I don't know if I don't know, because I am a woman. I don't know if this happened with you, but sometimes a gente tem uma tendência a querer resolver tudo, né? Nem sempre a gente consegue, so...
Yeah, we always have this feeling that we can solve everything and we are superwomen and we can take responsibility for everything. Yeah, it's something that we always need to work and take care of. What do you think, Islani?
Sorry, girls. For me, so hard too. When I need to do a project that have a deadline, and was fica perto, next to close it, the day, I feel anxious. Oh my God, I feel, how can I say? How can I do it? Sorry.
Okay, let's see if she's going to be back.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, my mother.
No worries.
Okay. I don't remember that I say, but um, when have a deadline, I'm feel anxious. But sometimes this make me feel have a focus because this date I need send entregar this. Um, but in my professional life is hard, but I try. But in my personal life, sometimes it's so hard because eu fico postergando sometimes some things, and but so important to have a deadline for the small project in your life. It's so important. For example, this month I want to finish a fiction books called de 1984. But so hard read this book. But I try. I try. That's it.
Okay, yeah. I have the feeling that for me, sometimes it's easier to plan things in my work because the steps is clearer than my personal life. My personal life is always a mess. Yeah. But okay, let's go to the question number 7. So I want to know from you, what are the strategies that you use to turn off your mind from work? Like, give details, what you do, what are your hobbies, or things like that. Sonia.
For me, doing something, physical activity, take my time to go into the gym. I put music on and I work. I do my exercise, my routine, without thinking nothing about work. And with my husband, sometimes we talk about work, of course, but we have a time when both of us said, no, it's not time to talk about work. We will talk tomorrow during the day. And with my friends, I have a friend that is my colleague, and we have a rule. When we are together, when we have a meeting or go out somewhere, we don't talk about work. If you want to talk about work, we schedule a meeting to talk about work and finish the time and turn off the work. And now we have to respect the time and talk about another things.
Yeah, that's awesome because I don't know what like the colleagues have that they always want to talk about work in the lunch. For example, you are with your colleague, you have all the working hours to talk about work and they decide to talk about work at the lunch. I hate that. I hate.
No, I hate that.
Yeah.
When I worked at school, at big school, I was a boss of a team, and during the time of lunch, everyone taught me about work. So I define a rule. We don't talk about work during the lunch. I want tomorrow you can bring subject about an actor or a movie or new music or some gossip about the spectacle, but nothing about work. And
Yeah.
we respect that rule.
That rule is awesome because sometimes you want to disconnect, but people keep talking about problems that they had at work with a client or something like this. So it's a good rule for sure. What do you think, Apoena?
In my case, I have about 2 hours in the morning for me before work. So I go to the gym or I go to run. How can I say levar? I will leave my cell phone with me because I am a woman. So because my safety, I try to have my cell phone with me. But this time, it's just for me. And I need to improve my lunch time, like Lara said about this. I use it to lunch and continue work. Sometimes so it's really difficult to completely stop. But before my work, I like to talk with my day. I like to talk with my fiancé about my day. I like to ride with my dog and sometimes watch a TV series. And that's it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And you, Crislane?
So difficult to do it. But in my case, I try practice exercise and talking with someone. I really like talking with my boyfriends about my day, about what I do, how was my day. But eu acabo talking about my job, my internship always. When I can't to do something, I talk about it. But in January, I take a shower before the job. Watch some video on YouTube. I drink water. Sometimes my lunch, I make a lunch leather because in my job. I want to make my lunch antes, por volta de 11 a.m., but sometimes I can to do it 1 p.m. I don't know, 1 p.m. So late for me. You can to do something, practice exercise, listen to music, sing song. As this thing is can turn off your mind.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes we can't run off the work conversation. We need to talk about it. But I have the feeling that I am having a good work-life balance when I don't take things of my work personal. Like someone says something that I didn't like, and I was like, okay, After 6 p.m. This will pass. It's not my problem. I just need to solve something, but it's not my problem. Yeah. I agree with all of you. I think that is really important to do exercises, do other things. I have a ritual, so sometimes I just clean my house after work and order something to lunch and paint my nails. Like, I like painting my nails. It really turns off my mind. I love doing that. It's really good. So yeah, this is my strategy to turn off my mind for sure. So I think that we have time for other question. Okay, question number 10. I don't know, I think that we already answered this one, but yeah, let's see. Apenas, do you work from home or do you work in the office?
In the officers.
Yes, yeah. So we can have different points of view here. So how is it possible to have a work-life balance working from home and working from the company? List the benefits and the dangers of both. You can start answering this one.
I think it's complicated when you work at home because you stay with my family in the same place, and you have to pay attention nas suas tarefas, and you have focus, and your family the same. Your family needs to understand that this time you need to work. So for me, these things, it's so important. You have to pay attention when you work at home, because when you work in an office, in another room, it's more easy to have focus.
Yeah, I agree. I think that working from home is good. You have more time, but you need to know what you are spend your time, because you can focus in other things and just not use this time right. Yeah.
Yes, the benefits is you don't spend your time inside the bus, and you have more time.
Yeah, and I think that working in the office is easier to establish a routine. I don't like, and I don't work, but I think that it's easier to establish a routine working in the office for sure. What do you think, Sonia?
In my case, I am my own boss, and so it's easier because I am very organized and disciplined person, and I respect my time and the others' time too. And I think it's difficult. It's not easier when you depend of the other people, when you have a boss, when you have a boss who schedule a meeting near to the time to go out. It's harder. In my case, it's easier. It's just discipline and organization. And I don't like to let the things for the last minute. I try to, I don't know who is adelantar trabalho, fazer trabalho, deixar feito para outro dia ter mais tempo.
Yeah, I agree with you for sure. Okay, so hi Ayla. I think that you're the only one that is here with us that was in the
Hello.
How was the conversation?
It was pretty good, and it's a interesting subject about the work-life balance, because it's not easy. it's no easy, at least for me, it's no easy, but I try to set a balance in, as much as possible, because I know it's, if I don't do this, I can be so stressful, and it's no good for my mental health. And because this, I try to pay attention and to set a good schedule to finish my work at my work time, and don't, for example, don't bring work to home. I don't like this. And yeah, nowadays I have a hybrid journey, and it's good. As you said, there is a good side, but it's important to set boundaries, because you need to work from home. It's good because you don't stay a lot of time at traffic, for example. But on the other hand, it's important to set limit between your work and family, friends, and house chores, for example. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. You say the word like mental health is really important for our mental health, for sure. Thank you, Ayla, for sharing. We are running out of time, so I'm going to share the survey. Please feel free to give any feedback or suggest topic for the next immersion. I will always be here at the same time, at the same day, so feel free to join the next immersions, right? So thank you, Apoena, thank you, Crislane, thank you, Sonia, and thank you, Ayla. This conversation was really good.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Clara.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, girls. Bye.